Good morning. It's good to see you here on a, on a Sunday morning. This Sunday morning is, for me, something like what the Apostle Paul says. He says, we live in the world. Yeah, we are. We're right here, smack dab in the middle of the world. We live in the world, but we're not of this world. This morning, I want to talk about, well, we've already heard about freedom. But how about the freedom that we have in Christ? You see, there's freedom that we have in this nation. I tried to post a little bit on Facebook. I'm the firstborn male in the Burlingham family not to serve in the military. I'm also the first not to work for the railroad. Imagine that. I'm an outcast in my own family. Now, I tried to enlist, and they told me, we're trying to get kids like you out, not bring more kids like you in. So some of you that served in the military, you have an experience and knowledge that I can't comprehend it because I haven't experienced what you experience. But I do want you to know that I count myself as a patriot. At the same time, it's confusing because I count myself as a disciple of Jesus Christ. And so I live in the world, but I try my best to see this world and experience it through the eyes of Jesus Christ. And we're going to hold the tension of that. The music started it this morning. We will hear more in special music here in a little bit. And then at the same time, if you will look around, you'll see little white cups sitting, well, in a lot of different places. We're going to do our best to celebrate Holy Communion in a way that we've never done it before. There is a cracker in a cup. It's an oyster cracker in a cup. There is a little bit of juice in the other cup. Notice that the white cups are sitting upon white napkins. Now, I'll just tell you that if I had tried to pull this off when I left seminary and was going through the Board of Ordained Ministry to become an elder of the church, they'd have thrown me out. But we live in a different time. And so the bishop has had to make decisions. I wrote about a 14-page document to get it approved just so that we could do this morning. So it's a freedom, my friends. It's a freedom that we have in Christ. And I hope that we come together today in a way to maybe understand it well. My prayer for you and for me and for the world, that we might come to know Christ in a way that would be beyond all knowledge and all understanding. Because I contend that the gospel teaches that mercy and grace and love are beyond all of our knowledge and all of our judgment. So may we participate in that today. I'll try to give instructions as we go. Just remember at the windows, the reason that I set it up that way is, one, when you take your mask off, only one person at a window at a time, please. When you take your mask off, you'll be breathing into stained glass instead of upon one another. And the same goes with the kneeling rail. There are 6 stations here. They're about 6 feet apart. You may come there. There are other elements here. We'll set those up as we go. At any rate, I had a friend of mine named George Cresswell, and George George was a dairy farmer and a pig farmer. And he told me one time when I was with him, he was calling the cows to the barn. I didn't know you could do that. But now he was calling the cows to the barn. He said, Robert, one thing you got to know about cows is they leave the barn the same way every morning and they come back every day the same way they went. Now, my metaphor is going to break, and I'm not calling you a cow, although you do know that at times I am pig-headed. What I'm trying to say is that we're trying to learn how to do something in a way we've never done it before. And so it's going to be okay as long as we practice mercy with each other.